Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about as a musician myself. This is a new game on the series, Splatoon 3, the brand new game. Pretty funny. I actually just recently found out about Splatoon on the channel, and the crowd came in. They're all like, "Well, I have to do Splatoon 3," and normally this would have to wait for months and months and months and months, but this is a platinum request, so it got shot to the very top. So a big thank you to your average metalhead for doing that. This is Clickbait from Splatoon 3. This game just came out, and from what I know is the music sounds kind of like sort of punk rock, a little ska, kind of all over the place, very chaotic, but we'll see. I don't know what Splatoon 3 sounds like. This will be the first time I check it out. But, you know, right before I start, I want to say that it's kind of interesting because the comments for Splatoon reactions that I've done have always been like, you'd be surprised how much lore there is in this game, and that like really confuses me because I just can't see it. But I guess context is everything. But I really just don't see lore in this game. But I guess I was wrong. Anyways, this is Clickbait. What a title! Don't know who the composer is. Well, it sounds like Splatoon. A lot of guitar. Very upbeat. Clickbait, what a title. That's the loop, I think. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Very, very Splatoon. Even though I've only heard about 3 songs now, I feel like this is like their signature sound. It has this very upbeat, kind of like almost punk-ish, pop-punk sound. I don't know about pop-punk is the right word, but you know, kind of punk rock. A lot of emphasis on palm-muted guitars and the very lively drums. And one thing I've noticed, it's more of a question for you guys, is there variety in this soundtrack? And the reason I ask that is because every song I've heard more or less sounds kind of the same. As in, like, if you kind of play them back to back or without a stop, they would sound like one giant song. So, you know, that's not a bad thing per se, but it's kind of a little bit of a redundant sound. So I'm curious. I feel like if there was a song that was like slower or sadder sounding, it would really stick out. So I'm asking, does this song have, or sorry, does this game or the series have a lot of variety, or is it mostly just like this stuff? Which is totally fine. Again, I'm just curious if there are. I can't really. What I'm saying is, like, if I hear Splatoon now in the future, I'm going to expect it to sound like this. Basically, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to have an idea that it's going to be upbeat, very, guitar oriented and high energy drums. And it also sounds kind of all sort of happy as well. I know the game is very colorful and, I don't know if apparently it's not geared to kids. I said that last time and apparently that's not the case. But it seems like it, on face value, it looks like a kid's game. No offense, it just does. So the question is, like, is there variety, and also does every song sound happy like this? Are there any sort of, like, I don't know. I feel like one day I'm going to hear a Splatoon song and it's going to really stick out. But so far they all kind of blend together. And it has this kind of just unique sound. It's kind of the same thing when I said in the first episode that it reminded me of, like, Fall Guys music a little bit. Where I can't tell a Fall Guys song from, like, Fall Guys song number 20. They all kind of just sound like their own thing. And they're not kind of... It's almost like you're not meant to pay attention to the music. I don't know if that's the case here. But I don't think it is. Because Splatoon fans are very adamant about the music in the game. And they really like it. I don't hear that about Fall Guys. People don't request Fall Guys, you know what I mean? So it definitely has its own identity. So... But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure the 3 songs I've heard were Splatoon 1, 2, and 3. I could be wrong about that. But either way, they just all sounded the same. And again, I don't want to make that sound like that's a bad thing. I am just curious for my sake, is there variety? Or can I expect just this feel-good, happy sound every single time? And that's okay. I'm just curious. By the way, the requester, I have a little... when you request a song to me, there's a little note section where if you want to leave a note, and all they wrote was, "This song is sick." And it is. You're right. Reminds me of a lot of bands. Reminds me of a lot of commercials. I don't know why. It just reminds me of a lot of commercials. I don't know what the title means. It's a very specific title, clickbait. That's very relevant to what you're watching this on, which is YouTube. So I don't know what that has to do with the game. Yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me. I really don't know anything about this game. I just know it's about painting and high energy music, and that's it. Looks fun though. But please let me know. Some people said that I saw in the comments here that this is, like, considered maybe the main theme of Splatoon 3. If that's the case, please also let me know. I just want to know more. If I wasn't interested, I would just say, well, I actually wouldn't be asking any questions. I wouldn't say, hey, does anything sound different? I would just kind of shrug along and move on. But if I'm asking questions, I'm curious. I want to know, because the Splatoon community is out there. They find me, and they request a lot of songs. There's still some that have been requested, popular songs that I haven't done, and I'll get to them eventually. But yeah, it's pretty funny how I went from doing no Splatoon to doing, like, 3 in, like, a very short window frame, usually from Platinum members. So, and I do have more Splatoon 2, 1, and 3 coming, so still a handful. Like I said, there is a community out there, and they still request it. So let me know who the composer is too. I did not look that up. A lot of questions. Hopefully you guys have the answers, but I liked it. Cool. It just reminded me of more like a commercial. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it's like an advertisement or something, or like something you'd hear before a movie starts. Can't explain it besides that, but cool nonetheless. If you want to make a request to me, just like your average metalhead here did, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine. Those are guaranteed ways I will check out your song if you do not mind waiting. There is a huge wait list. I am only one person, and there's a lot of songs. If you do not want to wait, you can do what your average metalhead data here and become a platinum member. Shoots your request to the very top so I can check it out before anyone else. And yeah, big thank you to my current members, Justin, Kevin, Moon Knight, DJ Singletone, Your Average Metalhead, and Mushi Mary for being a part of that. Thank you so much. Thank you to my Patreon members. Thanks to you for watching. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, I will see you in the auditorium. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.